friends. Welcome in. Welcome in. I just woke up my dog. He's like, huh? Why are you talking? Welcome to this month's members only stream. We are so excited to... I don't know why I'm saying we. I'm excited to share something new with you, which is behind me. I'll talk about it in a little bit. But yeah, this is a total secret. I have not shown any of this to the public. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. Oh, I love my tie-dye. Thank you so much. I wish I could say that I tie-dyed it myself. I did not. But I did thrift it at the Goodwill. Hi, Colette. Welcome in. Good to see y'all here today at the members only stream. Yeah, I'm going to start singing. Just a little fair warning. My kiddos are home. It's officially summer break here. And so my kiddos are home and my husband is at work. So I told them, my hair keeps going in my mouth. I told them that I was going live. So, but you never know. You never know what might happen or what they might need. I said, do you want to eat beforehand? So who knows? They might be like, I'm hungry, and just come into the kitchen, which is right next to my studio. Hi, Sarah. Welcome in. Good afternoon. I'm also trying out, I don't know if you can see it very well. Maybe see it. I got some new eyeshadow palettes that I've been trying out a little bit. So, yeah, it's hard to see with my glasses on, though. Oh, you do lots of tie-dye at camp? Ooh. Always interested in custom items. Hi, Charlie. Welcome in. Super excited to have everybody here today. That's so fun. I should do like some tie-dye with my kids this summer. That'd be really fun. I don't think my oldest would wear it, but he might have fun doing it. I've never actually tie-dyed before. The only time I've ever done like a resist dye was in college, where we did like with wax resist dye. What's that called? Batik, right? Did I use the right word? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, it's actually really cute. It's like a little peplum style, right? Is that so cute? I found one of my Goodwill finds. I tell you, I find so many cute things at Goodwill. Like, I'd rather shop there than any other store. I find such cute stuff there. Oh, yeah. Socks are a great way. And we could do black. Like, he loves black and white. That could be kind of fun. Oh, my gosh. You guys are at the Knit ATX sweater camp? I am so jealous. How is it going so far? Did you just get there? Did it start today? Oh, thank you, Lily. Yeah, so I bought the palette from ColourPop Cosmetics, which is spelled with a U, so COLOUR. They sell it at Ulta, but I did one of their like build your own palettes on their website, where you can pick like 6 or 12 colors and then you can make your own. So that's what I did. I like a build your own palette, and then it comes with this little magnetic, I have it upstairs, I should have brought it with me. They have this little magnetic box that you put each of the eyeshadow kind of pots in. But yeah, thank you. I was like, I started following all these makeup artists on YouTube and Instagram, and some beautiful like indie, maybe not indie, but like more boutique-y makeup. Some of it is so gorgeous. Tie-dye is the most popular event at the kids regatta at our yacht club. That is so cool. You have as many adults as kids. I bet. Oh, you arrived yesterday at the retreat, Charlie? That's so fun. Do you have like a little break time right now? It looks like such a cute facility where the retreat center is. Kai Wen was showing me some pictures of it. That is so cool. Well, I can't wait to hear more about it when you're done. Oh, but I did get this one. So ColourPop had a Mandalorian palette, pressed powder, and I had to get it. So yeah, it came with 9 colors. This is just the box. The actual palette is upstairs. But yeah, I think it was like $5 or something. So I just had to get it. It's really cool. Like all the colorway names are inspired by the Mandalorian, like Beskar Steel, This Is the Way, Bantha Tracks. It was just really, really clever. So yeah, they collab with Disney a lot too. Like I think they have a Lilo and Stitch palette that just came out. You know, because the movie just came out. Oh, you have the Grogu one? That's so cute. I didn't know they have a Grogu one. I'll have to look and see if they have more Star Wars ones. Oh, lunch break. Oh yeah, you're recruiting me for the next one? I would love that. I think I'm going to do it at some point. I'm just not sure when. They weren't sure of the timing of the next one. It's super fun and comfortable. And you're enjoying meeting new people. That's so fun. Right? Aren't there like only 25 or so people? It's really kind of a small, like more intimate retreat, right? Or a camp, right? It's so fun. Who would not want to do a summer camp? You should do some tie-dye there. Are you doing any tie-dye at the summer camp? That's so cute. So cute. Yeah, I realized before I bought the eyeshadow palettes, I only had 2 eyeshadows from MAC, and they were probably over 15 years old. And I'm like, you know, probably shouldn't be putting makeup on my eyes that's that old. Does anybody else have makeup that's like that old? I really do replace my mascara every 6 months because I don't know anything putting on my eye, but I was like, I should probably throw this eyeshadow away. Legit, that is really old. Oh yeah. I used to have really old nail polish, but I threw it all away because I thought that nail polish got old, and now I wish that I didn't, because apparently nail polish does not ever really expire. It might like dry out, but you can actually buy like nail polish thinner, which you can add. Like, don't ever add nail polish remover. They actually make nail polish thinner that you can add to nail polish to like thicken it up again if it's dried out. Actually, just saw Christine from Holo Taco did a live stream where she actually got some like 12-year-old polish back to life. She brought it back to life. Oh yeah, Lily, you just went through a bunch of your stuff at your parents' house. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Lipsticks that were your grandmother's? That is cool. But maybe not wearable anymore? I don't know. There is also another YouTuber who I follow. I can't remember her name though, where she finds really old nail polish. Like, she had some from the 1940s that she found and brought it back to life and was like actually using it on her nails. It's like, what? That's like almost 100 years old. I mean, maybe not. More like 80 something years old. Wow, that's so cool. I can't remember her name. I'll have to find it. If you're interested in knowing who the YouTuber is, it's vintage something. I will find it and I'll let you know, because I'm following them, so I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Yeah. So yeah, what's on the list for today? I always want to make sure So again, this is the members only stream for May. This episode will never go public on YouTube. So it only be available to the Patreon community forever. And yeah, so I can share with you what just came off my needles. I was actually finished with it a couple weeks ago. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, thank you so much. The shawl behind you is gorgeous. I'm going to share that right now. So this is my newest shawl that just came off my needles. I decided to go back to my roots and do a top-down crescent shawl, which I have not designed a shape like this. I can't even remember the last one. Was it a mayo that I did? So it's similar in shape to my Rebel shawl. And this is for the Miss Babs. It's called the, I said it's for their adventure box, but it's called like their inspired, I'm trying to remember now, Inspired Adventure Club. So they have one, like, I think it's 4 times a year. So this yarn was custom dyed by Miss Babs herself. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's so easy to wear. So I was inspired. It's for their Inspired Adventure Club. So they asked me to design for them. This is like the center of it. Where is it? I can't find the center. There it is. So this is the center. And they asked me where my favorite place in the world was. And I said, well, that has to be my cottage. Here's the contrast side. I just love crescent shaped shawls, how they twirl and curl on the ends like that. It's my favorite thing. And this is just 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. I'm going to put it back there so you can look at it. So yes, I have this much yarn left. So I used 1 skein of Miss Babs Estrelita, which has a little bit of a sparkle in it. Maybe you can see it. Sorry, I have a naked finger. And then this is the contrast color on the Yummy 2-ply. And I put a picture up on the post for, oh, thank y'all so much. I know, both sides. I am obsessed with both of the colors that they did for this. And I was really inspired by my cottage in the fall, which I posted a picture. My mom actually took that picture. And like years ago, probably like 20 years ago. And so I grew up going there. This is my family cottage. So my mom's side of the family owns it. So it's like an LLC. And I've been going there since I was a kid. I mean, we went there every single summer. We got to bring friends with us. It's on this beautiful lake, and we, going swimming and boating and all that good stuff. We were actually just there this past winter when we visited Michigan. So that was really fun to introduce my kids to the cottage, which, it was just as magical to them, I think. Like the idea of being in the woods, like there's no real woods down here in South Texas. Like if you've ever been down here, there's trees, but there's not like woods. Like my cottage is just in the woods on a lake. So this was my pattern that I did. So it's going to be part of a kind of a membership box, but it's not a mystery. So they're going to have this color scheme for the box, and you get the pattern with it. And then they're going to have several other color schemes as well. And the folks at Miss Babs are going to knit at least one other sample in the other colorways, as well as like swatches, so that you can see what every single color combo is like, looks like with the pattern. Oh, thank you, Lily. I know, it is just like, It is just, I mean, obviously this photo was taken for, like, from the water. I think my mom must have been on a boat. I'm like, which boat was she on? Because all the boats are on the all the boats are on the side of the water. Like, which boat were you on, Mom? Maybe she went to the other side of the lake? I have no idea. The lake is not super huge. It's called Horseshoe Lake, and it's in this tiny little town in kind of mid-Michigan. It's only like an hour and a half away from my parents' house, so it's a really nice... I feel so lucky. Like, my grandparents bought it back in the... I think maybe 60s, the 1960s, and the 1960s, like when the 1860s. My grandparents were not alive in the 1860s. And then we all just kind of inherited it after they passed away. So, yes. So I still can't figure out. Well, anyway, so my inspiration for this was like picturing myself at the cottage in the fall, snuggled up, because we have, if you look like up, I don't know if it was there yet, but if you look up at the cottage from the lake to the left, there's kind of a big deck that overlooks the water, and there's a built-in kind of fire pit there. And I just picture myself like sitting on the fire pit with my knitting and maybe some coffee or tea, and this shawl wrapped around my shoulders, or like a giant quilt, like a big blanket quilt. So I was kind of mimicking quilt patterns with the stitches. I was kind of thinking about like not necessarily the log cabin shape, because that's a little bit different, but like kind of similar, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Nature's Glory. That's a good name, Charlie. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. That's a really good name. I've been calling it like cottage core or cottage quilt, but I just don't, like, it's not... Well, I keep saying cottage because that's what we always call it, the cottage. But the actual name of the cottage is Hukilau, which I'm like, okay, but why? I never really understood why it's called Hukilau, because we don't have any Hawaiian roots, and that's like a very Hawaiian word. I actually don't know what it means to the Hawaiian people, but I'm like, I think the people who owned it before us had called it that. So I was always just like, why didn't we name it something new? I don't know. Maybe it's just because that's the name of the building. And anyway, so I didn't want to call it Hukilau because it makes sense for my family. Like, it makes sense for all of us who have grown up going there, but it doesn't really make sense to the outside world. Like, why? You know what I mean? No Hawaiian roots. We're pretty much about as white as you can get. Most of my family is from Germany and Wales. So, anyways. Yeah, Nature's Cottage. That's a cute one too, Charlie. Cottage in nature. That's a little bit long. Natural cottage. Yeah, something with nature. I think I've been working with Helen from Miss Babs, and she was thinking of something like forest bathing or something with foraging, which I thought was cute too, like forest bathing, because it's on a lake. I don't know. Nature bathing. Bathing in the forest. Yeah, Charlie's name game is definitely strong. Little Cottage in the Woods. I know, right? Like Little House on the Prairie. Little Cottage in the Woods. That's cute too. Is that kind of long though? Woodsy quilt. I feel like sometimes I am really bad at names. Like sometimes the name just comes to me with a pattern. I'm like, that's it. Like when I was designing Pop Fizzle, that name just came to me. But sometimes it's like, I have no idea. Oh, hukilau is a way of fishing invented by the ancient Hawaiians. Oh, pulling leaves. That's actually really adorable. We could work with that. Like, not use hukilau, but something with leaves. Like, I think Helen was kind of going that way with Miss Babs. Like, I think they were kind of going, like, something with leaves, kind of the shapes of leaves. I like that, Colette. Did you just look that up now, or did you already know? Because either way, I'm impressed. And right, it makes sense because it's on a lake, and the fishing in Horseshoe Lake is really good. My dad, that was like one of my favorite memories is, my dad, probably me too, he taught us all how to fish, catching fresh fish, and then frying them up with a fish fry that night. Like, there is nothing quite like eating a fish that you literally caught that day. Oh, you looked it up, Colette. Yeah, forest leaf. Foraging falls. Falling leaves. Falling leaves. Yeah, these are all really good suggestions. I said foraging falls, but there's no waterfall. That would make more sense if there was a waterfall, but there's not. It's just a lake. And at the bottom of this lake is what do you call them? Not an aquaplane. What's like the water plane that can land on the water? My uncle Bennett, who's may he rest in peace. He passed away when I was like 13. Oh, hi Renee, welcome in. He sunk a plane in the middle of the lake. I keep wanting to say biplane, but it's not a biplane. Seaplane, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Lily. You have similar fishing memories, Renee? Yeah, camping and fishing. That's awesome. Oh, cottage memories. That's a cute one too, Colette. Leaves in the woods. Cottage leaves. Cottage memories. I like all of those. Oh, you were poor and it was cheap entertainment. Yeah, exactly. Right, you had no idea. Yeah. It's like, that's such a fun... We only went camping a few times, but I really enjoyed it when we did. And, the cottage was kind of like camping, but, you had, indoor plumbing and and a roof over your head. And, so if you look at that picture, the whole front, we call it the front of the cottage that faces the lake. The whole front of the cottage is like a giant screened-in porch. And it's just so amazing. And then there's like steps that go down the hill to the water. Usually there's a dock that goes out in the water too, but I think they take it out, in the fall for winter time because the lake freezes usually. Well, thank you all for the amazing pattern names. I'm so excited. I think I just need to keep brainstorming and see if the folks at Miss Babs come up with any ideas. Because, I feel like this should be a no-brainer for me. I feel like I should be able to come up with a name for this, but I just can't. What is wrong with me? Cozy cottage. That's pretty... Cozy cottage is pretty... I don't know. On the nose, maybe. Yeah, it was really cool. You tent camped for 1 month in the Rockies. That sounds amazing, Colette. Was it just at one campground, or did you kind of drive around and go kind of all over the place? Oh, the Rockies are so beautiful. So beautiful. It's so beautiful over there. Yeah, that's a good idea, Renee. Ask my family if they have any ideas. My mom might actually have some really good ideas. I might have to call her today. Hey, Mom, what's some ideas you have? She has some good, because she's a poet. So I feel like I was actually looking at some of her poems to see if I could get some inspiration, because she's written some poems about the cottage. But I just, nothing like stuck out to me. Any national parks. That's cool. Oh, you like Cozy Cottage, Sarah? Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Because, like, that is the vibe I'm going for with this shawl, is like Cozy Cottage vibes. Like, that is that's the vibe. So I'm like, is that what I should just name it? I mean, I feel like cottagecore is such a vibe, you know, like people who are gamers and, you know, maybe play Animal Crossing, Minecraft, all these Stardew Valley, you know, it's like so cottagecore, and it's just like, that's exactly the vibe. Yeah, it does sound like an amazing time. Oops, I'm taking my pencil apart. Cottagecore, but I don't know. Cottagecore that was sort of what I've been calling it, but there are actually a lot of patterns with that name. Not that that stops me necessarily. Like I think when I did my Rebel shawl, there were like 9 other patterns with that name. So it's not like an original name or anything. But I like to try to keep it as original as possible. Does that make sense? Cozy Cottage Core. Cozy Cottage Core. Oh. Well, I'll keep brainstorming. Thank you so much for all your ideas. I wrote them all down. Cottage memories. Cozy cottage. Cozy nature. Family time to come together after I'd been in school. That's nice. Before you started working. It is a nice time. It is a nice way to come together as a family. We do not go camping because my husband and I both have really bad allergies. So it's like, let's go be in nature. But part of me sometimes wants to like when we were at the cottage, oh my gosh. I wasn't too bad, but my husband Brian was like, he was miserable. So I'm like, my kids want to go, of course, in the summertime to swim and all that fun stuff. But I'm like, maybe Brian should stay home. Not fun. Not fun. Nature's Cozy Cottage. That's a cute one too. Nature's Cozy Cottage. That's cute too. That's really cute. Petey is snoring. I don't know if you can hear him. He is in heaven. He's on his little bed over there. I wish I could turn my camera to show you. He's just like such a lazy dog. Okay, Sarah, Charlie, have so much fun. Go back to your retreat. Have a blast. Happy weekend. Have a really good time. I can't wait to hear about it. Yay. Say hi to everybody at Knit ATX. Yeah, Colette, exactly. Oh, my cozy cottage. That's a cute idea, too. That's really cute, Renee. That might have to be it. Yeah, you have trouble with cottages because they usually have a lot of mildew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that my family tries to keep this cottage like really really clean, and my mom actually my parents got there early and like deep because there's also a lot of dust because nobody lives there full time. And they have like cleaning days and stuff, but like twice a year. But yeah, my mom actually like deep cleaned everything, which was really nice. It wasn't that bad for me, but Brian had a really hard time. Yeah. No, but that's how brainstorm. That's why brainstorming is so great. Like you said, you just piggybacked on all the other ideas, Renee. But it's like, yeah, that's how brainstorming is so good because it's like we're all coming up with ideas, and then you might be like, oh, but what about this? And then that you're like, that's it. Yeah, my cozy cottage. Because then people could be like, oh, my cozy cottage shawl. But then would they be like, my cozy cottage shawl? Like the store at home. Like, where did you get that? At home? at home? Or you could say from at home. At home. Where'd you find that? At home. No, I mean, but like, where'd you buy it? At home. I just thought that was such a funny name for a store. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, I think the cottage is definitely like almost 100 years old. That's old for a building in. I mean, I know like the rest of the world, like Europe, there's a lot of buildings that are older than that, but it's like they were probably built a little better, to be honest. All right. Well, super excited. Thank you so much for your ideas. If you are watching this later and you have some ideas for the name of the shawl, let me know in the comments. So yes, on my needles, even when I'm taking some time off, like now that my kids are out of school for the summer, I really slow down for the summer. And I really need it this summer. I feel like I have just been going nonstop since last August. And like since I went to Flock in Seattle. So now I don't have any trips or events until September, until DFW Fiberfest. So I'm like, yes, I'm going to take some time off, but that doesn't mean I won't be knitting. I still have to have something on my needles, and I really want to finish a lot of the design works in progress I have that I started without any sort of deadline or whatever. But then I talked about this last week. So if you were here for last week's episode, I had a student email me who was taking my beginner brioche class at DFW Fiberfest, and she asked to see what the cowl looks like. And I'm like, well, why haven't I ever made a sample for this class? I just sort of was like a little bit like a womp moment, like, really? So, and my DK stash is really small. I don't have a lot of DK weight yarn, but many thanks to Emily from Fangirl Fibers. She sends me yarn all the time, and she gave me this yarn for actually DK weight spider webby socks, which I still want to design, but I know her, she'll always send me yarn if I need it. So I showed these, I think, skeined up. They hadn't been wound up yet, but so I grabbed these two colors, which are super Halloween-y, like this neon green and black. Fangirl does a black, really good black, I will say. So yeah, I just cast on the size for the class, which is kind of a smaller cowl. But I am obsessed with this color combo. It is such a good brioche combo. That neon green and black. I feel like for me, brioche is the only way to knit with black. Anybody else feel like, or maybe stranded color work would be okay? Or mosaic, maybe. I have knit an entire sweater with black yarn, and I was like, never again am I doing this. Never again. But yeah, I love this. So I'm going to do 2 sizes, at least 2. I was thinking of like a close fitting cowl and then kind of like double the stitch count. So you can have a wider cowl that maybe is wider. You could double it up if you want. So I thought that could be fun to do with minis. So I have this other skein of Fangirl Fibers DK, which is her colorway Gothic, which came in one of her spooky Halloween boxes. But it's like more of this kind of charcoal gray. And I thought that could be the contrast color of the larger one. And then do a bunch of pink minis. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I usually never sneeze on my lives. Look at all these pink minis. These were in the same spooky Christmas or spooky Halloween box. I don't know how to order them. Like that. Or maybe I shouldn't have that one. Just do like 4. Like do those 4. With that could be kind of cute. So then those would be the main color, and then this would be the contrast color. It'd be so pretty. And just like a fun way to use up minis. So yes. So yeah, I'm going to have that done hopefully in the next couple weeks. I'd love to release it in September, maybe October. So people could have some in time for Halloween if they want to make them for Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, more is more. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I've got to blow my nose because I'm one of those sneezers that like after I sneeze I have to blow my nose. I usually don't like to do that on my live stream, so sorry about that. It's always awkward. But if you wanted to take my beginner brioche class, I think most of you are like brioche masters at this point. But if any of you did want to take my beginner brioche class at DFW Fiber Fest, but didn't get into the one on Saturday because it sold out within like a few hours, which is crazy town. There is an opening on Thursday evening, which I know isn't the best time for everybody, but I wanted to offer an evening class just in case maybe people worked or stuff like that. So that one did open up. It wasn't there for some reason when they opened up registration. It wasn't there, but they have added it now. So yay. So yeah, beginner brioche cowl. I love it. It's just such a great mindless project for me to have on my needles. I know it's like brioche isn't mindless to everybody, but it's just such a great project for me to have in the summer. I don't have to think about too much. It's like, oh, I can just pick it up and, we can go to the pool or whatever. So yeah, our pool is open, which we're so excited about. And we've gone a couple times already. And I finished Fourth Wing and I just started Iron Flame, the books by Rebecca Yaros. So I'm always like, hey, Cats, want to go to the pool so mommy can read? So yeah, I'm excited. Those are So, so good. If you enjoy romantasy, the romantasy genre, highly recommend. So yeah, that's about all I have to share as far as like work in progress that I'm doing. But I am going to be casting on my next exclusive Patreon pattern finally, which is the leafy brioche cowl that Sarah Bug thought of for my design submission. So that's going to be super fun. I'm super excited about that. I'm going to use this Dream in Color smooshy with cashmere yarn. Yeah, Lily. Any chance to read or knit? Exactly. Yeah. Yesterday I went to the pool and I brought like both my knitting and my book. So I was like, well, I want to have options. And what's nice about the cowl is it's small enough that it's like, it doesn't feel, super hot. It's not like a giant blanket cardigan or shawl or something like that. But yeah, I was like, I feel like my work and my family life is suffering with as much as I want to just sit and read this book. But that's good, right? I do. I need some time off. I need some time off to not think about work for a little while. I heard a door open, so there might be children shuffling downstairs. Yep. Here come some footsteps. Hi, James. I'm still alive. Do you need something? Yeah, that's fine. Yes, Renee, exactly. Options are always important. Exactly. And it's not like we're that far from our house, but it's like we're far enough away that I don't want to have to go back and get the things. So yeah, I'm like the mom toting like all the beach bags with like all the pool toys and the beach towels, and because they can bring tons of toys. Snack time, yeah. Actually, he wanted to play the PlayStation. Which is totally fine. I'm like, as long as you're not screaming. Sometimes it's like they get a little screamy with their friends. No, watch out! Ah, what are you doing? Oh, it's so fun. That's what summer is all about. It's actually thunderstorming here today, but now it's not. Now it's sunny. So yes, if you hear my son playing with his friends, hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, bringing all the things. Yeah. I'm like, and I'm the mom, they have this like covered area where you can sit. So I always have to be in the covered area because I have like the fairest skin, and I'm also deathly afraid of skin cancer because my mom had skin cancer. She's fine now, but I'm always just like, no, sunscreen. But so I'm the mom like picking up chairs from one side of the pool to go to the covered place with all the stuff. And you can bring squirt guns, so that's fun. So we bring our squirt guns too to the pool. And like the pool toys where you like throw, the weighted toys that you throw down, like big inner tubes and floaties and stuff. It's just so fun. It was actually really busy there yesterday. But yes, I'm going to be casting on the next exclusive Patreon pattern. I'm so excited. And then definitely going to keep doing live streams every Friday. And look for the beginning of the month post on Sunday, right? Sunday is June 1st. And the free pattern for June will be a new one. So I'm going to have I have it right here. This one will be released. So this is my Pixie Cardi, which is the 2-color honeycomb brioche cardigan. So this pattern has been in test knitting for like 2 months, maybe more. Long time. But yeah, so that's going to be released on June 10th, I think. Yeah, I'm excited. Nothing like summer for a new cardigan. But then, I figure people could, maybe make one for the winter, right? Fall. You can start planning your fall project, right? You start casting on your fall projects that you want to wear in the fall, in the summer, right? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's a really bad time to release a cardigan. I have no idea. Hi, little birdie. But I want to release it. I wanted to have a pattern for June, and I'm hoping I can have a new pattern for July. I don't know. I really don't know. I could finish up one of my works in progress that I have going and possibly release it for July. Oh, Lily. Yeah, you're good. Are you good? Are you going to be done? It's okay. Yeah, I know, Renee. You cast on all year round. I think most of us are like that. Yeah. It's like summer doesn't stop me from knitting all the things, but I think it does stop some people. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the beginner brioche cowl for July. I don't know. I'm just feeling a little burnt out. And so having to think about patterns for July and August, I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want it. Maybe I'll just do some new book patterns, some digital book patterns, and that'll be it. Exactly. That's what good AC is for. Just crank it up. Crank up that AC. Exactly. Oh, okay, Lily, that's good. And no worries if not. Yeah, I'll casting on all the time. Yeah. The weather outside isn't going to stop us from knitting. We might spend more time inside, and that's okay. We get our, morning walk in. Get out in the morning before it gets too hot. It's still sometimes it's in the 80s in the morning here. It's like, oh my God. So does anybody have fun plans for the weekend? My Brian is going out of town for a conference. He is going to Finland and Estonia, which I am so jealous. He said it's going to be in like the 50s and 60s in Finland. I'm like, oh my God. That sounds so amazing. But he's like, I don't know what to pack. I'm like, oh, if only you had a hand knit sweater. I think he's actually going to bring the sweater I made him. That is another thing I want to work on this summer is planning of our book, but I just need some time off where I'm not thinking about work. More time inside to read and knit. Exactly. Oh, good friend's baby shower tomorrow. Oh, congratulations on the baby. That's so fun. Do they know if it's a girl or a boy? I always had to find out. I always had to know. I'm a planner. I can see the benefit of being surprised though. But that sounds super fun. I'm going to be doing lots of reading and maybe knitting. I don't know. We are finishing Andor season 2. We have one more episode, which we're going to finish tonight, which Irmigiash. That season 2 has been amazing. Oh, a little boy. Oh my gosh, you haven't made any knit gifts? Oh man. Yeah, if they live in a really warm part of California, they don't need hand knit gifts. Plus, like, I'm the kind of person where I'm like, unless I know you are like super duper knitworthy, I just don't knit any gifts anymore. Oh, you have a shower on Sunday too, Renee? Oh, little boy. Ooh, a log cabin baby blanket? Is that a knit one, Renee, or is it a quilted one? That sounds beautiful. Blue with a gray background. Sometimes quilts make more sense for babies, right? Because they're easier to wash. And they probably don't take as much time as knitting. I know, all the little boy things. I'm such a boy mom too. Like whenever someone's having a little boy, I'm like, oh my god. I mean, obviously a little girl too, but I think being a boy mom, like whenever somebody has a boy, I'm like, oh my god, a boy. Because that's what I know. Oh, she would be sad. Oh, it's a knitted log cabin. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, from the MDK people. She would be sad if you didn't make her baby something. So it's kind of expected. Well, that is super nice of you. So super nice. I knit both of my boys' baby blankets. They still have them. Don't really use them very much. They use the quilts that my mom and my mother-in-law make. They use those more than the knitted things. I think just because they're a little bit more lightweight. You know what I mean? A little bit more lightweight than like an alpaca blanket. Right, Renee, yeah, you're a girl mom for sure. Yeah, so when people have boys, you're like, okay, congrats. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny. It's so funny. All the baby showers this weekend. Well, Lily, I'm sure if you wanted to make something, you still have time. Baby things do not take as long as adult things. Right? And blankets are so great because you don't have to worry about them not fitting. And they look so pretty when you even just for decoration, I think somebody once made a baby blanket out of the square sizzle pop shawl, and I was like, dang, that is a really nice baby blanket. Right? Like 2-color brioche. That, yeah. Oh yeah, there's never as much cute stuff for boys. That's so true. It's so true. Girls, girls can wear any colors. And if boys, do the pink and the purple, it's just like, oh, society, boo. Oh, that's a good idea, Lily. You could just make it like a holiday gift. Yeah, and anytime is a good time to get a handmade gift, Yeah. Plus, hopefully good friends and especially like family members, they understand how long it takes, right? They understand that it's not just like, oh, I just, went to the store and I bought this. It's like, no, I made this and it took me like 100 hours of my life or more. So yeah, that's really nice. I really don't make gifts anymore. Although I am going to make my son some arm socks or arm warmers, I guess. Because he really wants a sweater. And I was like, why don't we just do some arm warmers? Because then it's like he can still have the cute sleeves and like he wants to have the little thumb hole. So I'm just going to do some self-striping arm warmers. Oh, all the moms are crafters. Yeah, so they understand. They get it. Right. Especially if you're a crafter, you totally understand that the handmade gifts take a lot longer. Oh, the baby blanket isn't done. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. You could just give her a picture of it. Be like, this is what this is what you're getting. Happy new baby. This is a picture of it. It'll be done when it's done. Yeah, the self-striping arm warmers. Yeah, he is really excited about it. I'm going to get the yarn from Valkyrie Fibers because Lauren does the best self-striping yarn. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I found a pattern on Ravelry, so that's good. Because I was like, am I going to have to design something? Which is fine, but I don't knit a lot of, like, mitts. I mean, because essentially it's going to be almost like a fingerless mitt. Because, right? Because it's going to come up to, like, here and have, like, the thumb hole. But, so it's not going to have, like, a thumb gusset. Or gusset? Is that the right word? How very early 2000s emo. Yeah. Well, I think he likes having the thumb hole because I think it's like a comfort thing. I personally have never liked the thumb holes in like sweaters or shirts, but I know some people love it. So I think it's like you either love it or you hate it. Yeah, you would have loved those in high school. That's so funny. Yeah, Henry is totally emo. That's what I'm going to tell him. Well, he loves Weezer and Green Day. Although I don't think either of those are considered emo music. More like Dashboard Confessional. Oh, yeah. I saw them in concert. Well, I hope everybody has a really good weekend. And again, look for the beginning of June post with all the announcements. And you know, when the 3-color brioche crafter noon or craft night will be. Dad rock now. Yeah. Green Day and Weezer. Well, what's funny is those are Henry, my youngest, he's 11. Those are his favorite bands. Are like Green Day and Weezer. Isn't that so cute? I was like, I have the original Dookie album. It was a CD, but he was like, what? He couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, I bought this when it came out. So funny. I love that he loves 90s music. Almost like 90s punk. Weezer wasn't really punk, though. They were more like alt rock. I know. Is that so cute? So cute. Yeah. I always picture it like me when I was a kid. Like, I loved my parents' music. Because when I was a kid, I didn't listen to music. I just listened to... I know. He loved to be Henry's friend. I know. He has really good taste. Yes, he does. But right, like, I listened to what my parents listened to. And so I think that's what happened with Henry. Like, Brian and I love Weezer, and we love... I don't think he loves Green Day as much as I do, but we were listening to Weezer in the car, like, during a car trip, and Henry was like, what is this band? And we're like, yay! And so then I think he started listening to Weezer, and then, of course, Spotify or whatever probably was like, oh, we think you'd like Green Day, too. Yeah, I did. I got some cool mom points. He's like, how many Green Day CDs do you have? I was like, I have like 5. You know, I have like the big book. You know, like I don't have the cases anymore. I just threw all the cases away. And I got like the big binder. And I still have all of my CDs from like high school and middle school. Oh yeah, does he like musicals too? I've been trying to get him into musicals. Like, he's really interested in Hamilton, like the actual historical figure. And I was like, dude, we should just watch Hamilton. Like, I think he might really enjoy it with the music and everything. But we haven't watched a lot of musicals with him. So I was wishing we lived in the Chicago area, because there's that big music festival this summer, and Weezer and Green Day are both going to be there. Plus, like, Weird Al, I think, is going to be there too. I think it's Riot something. Riot. I can't remember. I have to look it up. I saw a commercial for it and I was like, why can't they bring that down here? Like to Austin or something. Yeah, Hamilton is a good place to start. Oh, Jesus Christ Superstar, rock opera. And right, isn't there like literally a Green Day musical? Right? It's not Nice Guys Finish Last. What is it called? American Idiot, I think. I never saw it, but you know, it's a musical based on Green Day songs. Like, it can't be bad. That sounds really fun. I never actually saw Jesus Christ Superstar. I never saw a lot of musicals. I saw Wicked. I actually saw the original Wicked on Broadway with the original cast. So with Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. I got to see them. It was so amazing. And front row seats, which I did not buy, by the way. I can't imagine how much those were. Oh, they changed the order of the songs. Like, so they do the whole album of American Idiot, but then they change the order of the song? That's weird. Why would they do that? Maybe it made more sense for the telling of the story or something? Because when you listen to, like, kids just don't understand this anymore, unless maybe some people still do, but like listening to an album from start to finish and just knowing like which song comes after which. Oh yeah, to make it more of a story. That makes sense. To give it like a plot. Yeah. We looked at going to the Kendrick Lamar concert, but oof, those prices were a little out of our budget. Plus, it was in the middle of the school year. I was like, maybe if it was in the summer. But yeah, well, thank you for joining in with me today. Oh, it was really good. Okay, cool, Lily. Yeah. We'll see if we can find it. I wonder if it's playing anywhere. Probably not. Thanks for joining in with me today. Lily, Colette, Sarah, and Charlie are gone now, but they were here. And Renee. I think I got everybody. It was so fun chatting with y'all today. And thank you again so much for all your name ideas for my cottage shawl. I'm so excited to kind of brainstorm and see which one we end up going with. It'll click. It'll click. Yes, happy Friday. I hope everybody has a really, really good weekend. And again, look for the post on Sunday. I will be posting the beginning of month announcements. Oh, there's a place where you can stream recorded Broadway shows. Okay. I'm down with that. Yes, thank you, Lily. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, put in the Discord. Love it. Yes, happy Friday. I will see you next week in the next episode of Graffiti Doodles. And yeah, happy end of May, and we'll see you in June. Thank you all so much. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you next week. Mwah.